Ai, se te pego.
Delícia, delícia, assim você me mata. Ai, se eu te pego.
That's my
Ai,
song
ai,
right there.
se eu te pego.
That's my favorite song. He
He
comes in, he's like, sábado, ai,
na
na,
balada,
na.
a
Yeah.
galera começou a dançar.
That's my favorite song when I go out. That's my song.
Welcome, Travante Williams. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me.
All good. Enjoying your day off.
Loving it. Loving it
I'm
today.
sorry to spoil your day off
It's cool.
because you had to come here to work. But this isn't work,
This
right?
isn't work. This is
Yeah.
fun. This is cool.
So, we're going in English tonight. Portanto, just saying a few things here. Se houver aqui alguma coisa no meu inglês que esteja a puxar um bocadinho para o castelhano, para o japonês, para o francês, está tudo bem. O Travante percebe já um bocadinho de português, portanto, this interview is going to be all in Portuguese. They told you that, right?
Yeah.
So you have to speak in Portuguese?
I got it.
You got it?
I got that down.
Just
pat.
kidding. Not true, not true. So tell me all about you. I want to know, who is this kind friend of me that plays basketball and has this great passion for the sport?
Where do we start? Okay, so Travante Williams, born and raised Anchorage, Alaska. I grew up with two older brothers, so I'm the baby of the family.
And what's your name, full name?
Travante Antonio Williams.
Yeah,
So,
Antonio.
yeah,
that's so Portuguese.
You know, it was destined to be,
Yeah.
you know. So, born and raised Anchorage, Alaska, the baby of the family. Growing up, everything was just kind of like, I was always the kid that was crying. Actually, I was the crybaby. So when I lose games or anything like that, I was crying. So it kind of translates to now. We're getting over that though, but
You don't
growing
cry
up,
anymore?
I try not to.
Oh, so sweet.
I try not to. But yeah, so crybaby. Had a good family around me. Everybody was solid. Growing up, always playing sports. I was kind of short and chubby at a young age, so like that's kind of why I was crying probably. So you know what I mean. But I played football. I played basketball. I think I tried soccer or football one time, and I wasn't very good. So I just kind of stuck with football and basketball as I grew up, and then I got tired of getting hit in football, like American football.
Yeah.
So like I got tired of that. So I just stuck to basketball.
Yeah.
It was like better for me, but that's kind of like the growing up part, you know. Growing up in Anchorage, Alaska, real cold. Está frio, you know, muito frio.
And do you used to eat a lot of salmon there?
Salmon is my thing.
Yeah.
Salmon is my thing. I love salmon.
You're
so.
not like, oh, I'm fed up with this salmon.
Nah. I can get salmon any day, you know. You put it with my pasta, put it on some pizza. Salmon's good.
So if I want to go to Anchorage, Alaska,
Yeah.
where do I have to go?
Well, I would first say you have to stop by my house and see my
Uh-huh.
grandmother and get some of that vibe. So
Perfect.
But,
How old is she?
she's like 83, I think. Grandma might not like me for saying that, but I think she's like 83. But I got a whole bunch of family in Alaska. It's a good vibe. It's just a good energy around there. And realistically, I think that Anchorage just is beautiful in itself. So you seeing the whole driving around, just seeing the whole town is just nice in itself. But if I had to say you have to go see something, I would say you kind of have to go see like the glacier points and kind of go see all the naturistic type of stuff. So that's like the best part of Alaska for me.
And did you go there very often, or?
I think when I was younger, I didn't do a lot of that type of stuff. But as I got older, got in touch with nature more, I got like kind of attracted to that type of stuff. So going hiking with friends and being around and being in the outdoors is kind of a thing for me now. Okay,
so where do you feel that your roots are? Because you've been a little bit.
Yeah, I've been everywhere.
Everywhere.
So I think
So?
I'm pretty connected with everywhere, man. Like I used to go to college. I went to college in California for 3 years, and I like lived there for a long time, pretty much, and like that's where a lot of my experiences happened. So I like to claim California in one breath, and Alaska is my thing. But then Portugal, you know. So I've been in Portugal the last 4 years. So that's like my.
So and when you were in California, so the sun and the beach. No?
It reminds me of Lisbon.
Yeah.
Like being where I lived in San Francisco, the Bay Area, so they have the same bridge and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Bay Area reminds me just like Lisbon, and like so it was easy to be like the easy transition to come to Lisbon and live here and stuff like that.
Okay, so you left good friends wherever you go. You leave good friends.
Gotta leave them.
You get them and then you goodbye. See you later.
You gotta give them best of the both worlds, you know. So I give them enough, and then we leave.
Okay, and your family. So you were telling me you have 3 brothers.
2 older brothers.
2 older. So
Yeah.
you're 3. And how was the dynamic between you and your brothers?
Well, I think I was just protected by my mom a lot. So like, you know,
They bullied.
They tried to. Like my middle brother, he would try to get me a lot, and then my oldest brother would like take care of him for me, but then my mom would like protect me from everything. So I didn't really have too many issues. But it was cool. Like they kind of introduced me to basketball. They played young. They wasn't as good as me, but they played young, and so it was just like that's kind of how I learned to be tough. You know, dealing with my older brothers. I have older cousins as well, so just around that type of stuff all day helped me be tough.
And did you feel like some of your brothers' experiences, and because some of them were tough?
Oh
right?
yeah, definitely. Like watching them, like just watching their lives and how they had the things that they went through, getting in, you know, into the wrong things at an early age, and watching that type of stuff was just always like a reminder to me, like what I didn't want to do or how far I wanted to go away from that type of stuff. So it was always like I guess a good blueprint to what not to do.
So you got that example, and you felt like sports is my thing. I want to be.
Well, like growing up, I mean, like for me, basketball became something like first it was like, how do I get out of Alaska? Mm-hmm. So you know, the only way to get out of Alaska is to go play, you know, go to college and play a sport. How do you know? So for me, basketball just made a lot of things easier. So when I fell into it, when I kept chasing it, it was just to try to get an easier situation out of, you know, what was going on for me. And I knew I wanted to travel. I knew I wanted to see. I knew what I wanted. Mm-hmm. I wanted to see the world. I wanted to travel. And basketball became that connecting link to, like, help me do those type of things.
Okay, so when was the time basketball came first or after you got kicked out of a few schools?
It was probably right on the same thing. Like, so it kind of went like I was playing basketball, trying to pursue basketball, but I wasn't that good. You know, I didn't have my growth spurt. I was still kind of chubby. This is like probably when I was like 16, 17 years old. So then I leave. I go to a school that's kind of like a boarding school. Mm-hmm. And when I go there, that's when I kind of like, I'm focused and I'm training. I'm going to school every day. So things are kind of like picking up. My body's changing. And that's when me and basketball become, you know, we start to get our relationship together. And then leaving that situation and you know, however that ended, mm-hmm. leaving that situation, going to college and looking to go to college, I didn't have any offers. I didn't have any like places to go. Nobody really knew me. I'm from Alaska. I go to this small school, like, you know, nobody knows me. So I kind of like do my research. I Google a couple places, and luckily somebody hit me up. There was mm-hmm. a college that hit me up, a very small school. It was a junior college in California, and they liked me. And the old coach, he liked me. So just so happened to be around at the right time, and, you know, we met and everything worked out. So that's how that thing worked out.
So you say that it was luckily. Do you believe in luck, or you think that we can work on our luck?
I just seen something before I walked in here. It was Cristiano Ronaldo. He said like it was like a little something about him. It was like there's no such thing as luck. It's just like opportunity or something I just read before I came in here. But I don't think it's necessarily luck. I just think it was like, you know, like the hard work that I had put in, what I really wanted. I think the conviction of my heart, mm-hmm. essentially, like how much I really wanted to get out of my situation is kind of what opened the doors to do everything else. Like I wanted to leave so bad, and I wanted to get out so bad that something had to happen. It didn't matter what it was. Something was going to come about.
And in the meantime that you were focusing on leaving Alaska, playing basketball, did you have free time, girlfriends?
You know, I had my free time. I think that the free time is what kind of kept me in my situation. So, yeah, I have free time. I don't necessarily think I ever had a girlfriend like that. Yeah, I don't think I did.
You don't have a first love from Alaska? And
You know what?
Someone that you miss there?
You know what? I had something from Alaska, and she dumped me. She dumped me, and I ain't talked to her for 2. This is like when I first started becoming a pro. Like I first got my first break, and I was going pro. Yeah, she dumped me, and then she got with somebody else, and now she has like 2 kids or something like that. But it was for the better, you know what I mean? Beautiful kids, beautiful family. So everything was, everything happens for a reason. But
still keep in touch? No.
No Not after that first 2 weeks. Like after the 2 weeks, like we stopped talking. Like she cut me off. I never spoke to her again. Never seen her. Never spoke to her. It was tough. It was a tough one.
So, and your some other free time, what you like to do with your friends? Usually?
For the most part, we like to. It was really revolved around basketball. Like a lot of the stuff that we do had to be basketball related type stuff. It was like get your workout in, or that was it. Like we went out, we go dancing. I'm a dancer. I got moves.
You do.
I got real moves. I got real dance moves.
So it's like what type of dance moves?
I got it all.
Oh yeah.
I do it all. I do it all. There ain't no.
You play the song, I'll dance.
I got a little rhythm to me. You know what I mean? So it don't matter what kind of beat it is, where we're at. I can catch the beat. I can jig. So I got all that. But dancing, that type of stuff.
Because in America we don't have that much here. The courts to play for kids to play. So there it's really common here. So
playing
like
basketball was
more
like
soccer in the street.
Oh yeah, soccer everywhere. Yeah, I should learn that too. But we for us basketball was like you go out to the parks, you play with your friends and stuff like that. Those are the type of things.
You didn't like to go to the movies or?
I went to the movies if I had a date. If I had a date, I'd go to the movies.
But you can go with friends. You don't have to have a date, I think.
It depends how good the movie is. If the movie's good, you know what I mean, you can go with your friends. You don't matter who you go with.
Come on.
If it's an okay movie, you got to have a date with you. You got to go on a date.
And how is a date for you? You feel like you have to pay for everything, the popcorns.
This is a great question because when I was younger, I was always trying to get my stuff paid for, you know what I mean? Like, hey, pay for me. Like, if I can get it for free, I was going.
I want to be with you, but I don't have any money.
So help me out. But now that I got older and, you work for the things that you have, it's just kind of like, it makes me feel better sometimes, It's like an ego boost, I guess, It's like I didn't take care of these things when I was younger. And now that I'm older and I have the means to do so, like, it's like, take her on a date, buy you something nice, some popcorn.
Yeah, but split the bill. It's okay for you, right?
I don't usually split the bill no more.
No.
We stopped doing that. But
so I mean, or whether you pay, whether the other person pays.
Oh yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't even really matter at this point. We grown now, so it's just like whoever's feeling the vibe, whoever's taking care of it. I like to sneak off because I know like. When sometimes you go on dates, people like to pay for things, or everybody wants to pull out their card or pull out their cash at the time. So I like to sneak off, act like I got to go use the bathroom or something, talk to the waiter, tell him I paid, pay for everything before I come back to the table. So if we're with my boys or something, like they'll be like, oh, we got to pay for this. And then they'll already be paid for. So
that's cool.
It's my sneak off move. It's one of my moves.
That's cool. And everybody goes, oh, thank you. Didn't have to, but okay. Tomorrow, same time. Okay. So you're really into the well-connected philosophy.
Well-connected, yes.
So when did that hit you?
It was
in your life.
I say I would coin the name or coin the time like right before I went to the country of Georgia to play for 3 months.
Georgia on my mind. That's not the one.
Not that Georgia. Not that Georgia. It's a little cold where this Georgia's at. But right before I went there, I was just sitting around with my boy, and we was just kind of talking about our lifestyle, just how we like to like spread love, spread energy, how you kind of like can maneuver through this life based off the connections you make, Okay.
So who was your boy?
My boy's well-connected coach, Asante, Michael McCrae, actually. But my grade school friend, we've known each other since we were 8 years old, you know what I mean? My grandma used to watch him, he used to live right down the street from me, so we used to, like, cross the street together when we weren't allowed to cross the street. So this is my boy from, like, ever. Okay. So we're, we talking and we're just figuring out how we can just trying to describe ourselves, figuring out who we are. And then it just kind of came to my mind that like a lot of the situations that I put myself in, a lot of the people that I've met in this life, like they were good connections, you know. And like how can you maneuver? How do you meet people? How do you do this? You just kind of keep a good vibe, and a lot of it pertains to you being well connected. So that's kind of what we stuck with, and it just kind of like stuck with my life more than just like some brand or like making clothes or anything like that. It was just like, this is my lifestyle. This is what I am. I'm well connected, and that's kind of how I maneuver in this life.
So you feel like the energies are really important, right?
Oh, yeah,
and when you feel open to the world gives back to you.
Whatever you want, you can have. So it's like I'm a firm believer in all that. So, but it took time though. Like I didn't think about this when I was, like it really happened like when I started going to like become a professional. Mm-hmm. Like I had the time alone. I got to get by myself. I got to study. I got to read some books and stuff, and like it just kind of opened my mind, like, you know.
Mm-hmm. And do you think that the power of thoughts? Which thoughts do you try to attract to yourself?
I like to tell myself that, first of all, I'm beautiful. I like to tell myself that, you know, money is a flow, and I attract that flow if I want to. Anything that I want to come across, or anything that I want, I can have, as long as I really want it. You know, my intentions are good behind it. So
you have that kind of mantras every day?
I have things in my room. I have like little papers kind of tacked to the wall. Don't tell nobody about that, but I have things tacked to the wall. Really, but cool they like so sometimes when I come across them, I'll be sitting there, maybe I'm looking at my phone, I put my phone down and I see a paper, and you know, I start reading it, and it kind of just reminds me of the steps that I'm on, the course that I'm on, and stuff like that. Okay,
and now you feel like when your mama called you little genius, now you feel that she was right.
She was totally right. And it's funny that you say that, because when I was younger, I used to always get like embarrassed when she would do it. You know what I mean? Because she'd be doing it in front of people.
And you didn't believe that, or just because
I just didn't. I guess it was maybe like how I was growing. I don't know. I don't know if I didn't believe it. Maybe I didn't want to believe it. I don't know what it is. Maybe sometimes people tell you good things about yourself, and a lot of people don't want to believe them, or you just couldn't see it. Maybe I couldn't see that I was a genius at that time, but listening to her then, I used to be like, stop. And then like getting older, I'm like, no, tell me I'm a genius, Mom. Thank you. I'm so proud. I'm so happy. So
that's so cool.
Yeah, it's dope.
So, and do you, are you the team guru to your colleagues?
I would like to call myself the guru. I want to say it. I don't know if they would say I don't know.
They see you that way, you don't care.
I have I have my moments. I'm the best of both worlds. So I think I do come along with the right things to say from time to time. Sometimes I don't, but for the most part, I think that I think people can look at me as a guru in some aspects.
And do you feel like you want to, because these are things that when we believe them, and I totally do, so I think that we can practice them to get them better. Mm-hmm. Not just your thoughts and your actions, but also things that are connected and can bring us some well-being, like Reiki meditation.
Yeah,
I've done practice
that. Okay, so me and meditation, we're kind of like slow friends. You know, we get into it. The best day, I have good times, and then I don't really I fall asleep sometimes.
I get it.
For the most part, when you talk about Reiki healing or the Reiki meditation, I actually ran into an individual one time, like in the beginning of my journey, and I was with like my boy Asante and Michael, and we just so happened to be talking on this frequency, talking about this energy type stuff, and like, yo, we're going to put all this stuff together. And then the first day, like we were trying to do that, we met a lady that was Reiki healing and stuff like that. So like she just like brought our game up, you know what I mean? As soon as the first day as soon as it was crazy how it happened. It was like we were thinking about it. I was like, we need to meet somebody that can help us with like meditation and stuff. Then we go to the grocery store, and the lady pops up right there.
That's crazy.
I mean, she's still like a good friend to this day, and it was like she helped me so much with everything that I've done.
Okay, and do you practice and you try to learn a lot more?
I've admired it and I've looked at it, but like I guess I say the discipline to be, you know, more and like just more of a basketball or more than a basketball player is like kind of hinders me from doing that, I guess.
Okay, but you have the time if you want to.
I definitely have the time. I think I need to put myself around the environment instead of like being necessarily around sports players or basketball players. kind of put myself in situations to where I'm around those type of people
Okay.
to
So
get that type of.
what are the people that surround you on your
Right
daily
now,
basis?
it's just basketball players.
Yeah.
Literally, I think I see my teammates every second. I have a roommate, another one of my brothers, and
Who is he?
Shakir Smith.
That's-
He's on the team as well.
Yeah.
And
You were the one that spoke to Sporting about
yeah,
him
Yeah, totally. That's my brother. We actually played together in college, and
in
he was-
in Alaska.
no, it was
California?
which year was this? Yeah, I've been so many places.
Yeah,
This was my junior year in college. We met in Colorado,
Colorado.
Alamosa, Colorado. So yeah, that was like another big step in my career where like I learned a lot more about basketball and how far I wanted to go and things like that. So
Okay, and your friend lives with you,
yes,
so you guys are like
we're like
brothers.
We're like brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're close. That's my guy.
What do you guys do? I mean, like, does he cook? Do you cook? What's the dynamic?
Okay, so this is what I hope he's watching this because I really want to talk. I really want to tell him that
Yeah. What's the message here?
The message here is this. Okay, I do all the cleaning in the house.
Okay.
I do the dishes. I do the trash. I take care of like. From time to time, he may sweep something up. He may sweep, and I have to tell him to clean his room. I've never been in this situation. I'm usually the person being told to do this type of stuff, but now
You're grown up.
I'm grown. I have to like maintain the household, so I buy the candles. I do all this stuff. I take care of the trash. Really, what he does is like, I might be the housewife now that I think about it. But really, he buys Uber Eats sometimes. You know what I mean? That type of stuff. So. Yeah, I do a lot of the cleaning now that I think about it.
So have you ever tried to tell him to do? You did, of course.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried to not to do those things until he gets trashed?
See, now that's where it goes. Like two wrongs don't
No.
make a right. So like I'm thinking to myself, at one end I'm like, no, let him learn his lesson, and then on the other end I'm
Yeah.
like, I can't let
Okay.
myself go down. Like
Yeah.
I have to keep this, the ship afloat. So
Sure.
I have to work on that. It goes back and forth, but now we're kind of like. I kind of understand the role. Like I'm gonna keep the house clean.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
for
you're
the
not
most
gonna
part.
go. Yeah.
For the most part, and he does it. He can pitch in when he can.
So he orders foods, and you do. Are you a great cook, or
It depends what you like.
what do you have?
I got noodles.
Frozen noodles?
Nah, in the package.
Because I saw your
Yeah.
Sporting takeover, and you were going to cook some noodles, and you just put the thing in.
Those are the noodles that I make right there. So I got those. I'm really good at making sandwiches.
Okay.
Sandwiches
perfect.
are like
It's
my
an
type-
art.
Yeah, like
I
the way I
get
put my bread in, I toast it. I like my cheese. I do
yeah.
real good with the sandwiches. Peanut butter jellies, I'm okay.
Mm-hmm.
Protein shakes, I can make those. These are the things that I can do. Like these are like real talents, right? And nuggets, I can put nuggets in the oven. These are things
You
that
have to try to do better, because are people seeing this and they are going like, nuggets, noodles, come on.
These are
What about pasta?
okay. See, now I was a pasta maker before, but
You left that world.
I left that world. I stopped because you make some food sometimes. One time I made some food and I got sick. I tried to make frango à brás.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it didn't work out well. So
Okay, but that was your first time.
yeah, that was
you
my
have
first
to
time.
practice. It's like everything,
Yeah, but I think somebody's gonna have to do that for me. Moving
Okay.
on, my food doesn't taste too good.
Mm.
I get it, like it fills me up, but I don't think it's it don't taste that good.
Yeah, you have to some herbs.
I gotta
A
do
little
something.
bit more
I gotta
salt.
do better. I need to learn some. I need to learn that right there. I need to learn that move.
What about Portuguese foods? So you've been here for in Portugal? How many? 4 años já. So you have already eaten a lot of things.
I've tried it all.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, not all of
No,
it, but there's some things I don't know about. But one thing that I really do like, I had this one time. It's called barnacles in English, I think.
Barnacles.
Barnacles.
Não é brócolis.
Percebes?
Percebes?
Percebes. Those things right there, I really like them.
Percebes, and do you know how we call percebes?
No.
Understands.
Understands.
Yeah, because
Okay. Okay, that's the same thing. I knew.
I'm gonna get some understands.
I like those things. Those things are really good.
Mhm.
I like those.
Cold or
I need them hot.
Hot.
I think I need them hot. I think I had them hot before.
That's funny.
Yeah, I like those.
Because I once interviewed Ljubomir Stanisic. Is a well-known. Is not Portuguese. Is from Czech. Serbia. Yeah, Serbia. Ljubomir, and he said understands. I like to eat them because we asked this chef, how do you like to eat them? And he said, a woman's. Yeah. Do you want it cold or hot? I like them hot. So I think you get it the right way. He's a crazy guy.
I like that guy now.
You
gotta meet him. I'm gonna meet him.
So understands, and what else do you like more?
Understands. I like salmão com broa.
Salmão com bacalhau com broa?
No, salmão com broa.
Salmão com broa, it's not that.
They got it at Pingo Doce.
Okay,
Shout outs to Pingo.
Come on. I'm saying Portuguese restaurants like cozido à portuguesa, feijoada, beans.
I like feijoada.
With chouriço.
Okay, now you're losing me. You're losing me there. I like what's the thing called? I like pastel de natas.
Pastel de nata, bom.
I like
Bola
those.
de Berlim.
No.
With cream.
Yes, okay, I like those. I like that one.
Okay.
I never knew the name, but I like that.
Bola de Berlim.
Bola de Berlim.
Yes.
I like that. I like that a lot. That's one of my favorites too.
Okay, so you don't go to restaurants because you were playing up north, right? And there we have. I mean, you say one dose for one person. No, it's for four. Yeah. Here in Lisbon, you can tell the difference between.
I like what's my other thing? What's the stuff with the big old sandwich with the soup? Francesinha. I've had it. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I only had it twice.
Okay.
One time I didn't like it, and the second time I did like it. So
they can be different.
Yeah, this one. Yeah, I don't like it. Yeah, I do like the sauce though. The sauce is a little.
It's good. Has whiskey.
Has whiskey in it?
Yeah.
Oh, I should be eating that.
No, it's okay. It's cooked. So, and do you know Portugal more or less? I mean,
yeah, I've been pretty much everywhere.
Okay.
Perfect. Been to the Algarve, that's my spot. I love that. The island of Madeira, that's like my hometown.
Nice.
Porto's nice too. I like Porto a lot. What's that other place? It's near Porto, not Oliveira. It's
near Porto, above Aveiro.
Aveiro.
Okay,
that's my
it's
spot.
our Venice.
I like Aveiro. That's my spot. Yeah.
Okay, and you're a beach boy. You're like
I'm a beach guy. I'm a Costa de Caparica guy.
Costa de Caparica.
I'll be there. Okay. That's my spot. I've been to a lot of places now.
Yeah.
I've been to this beach called Abarabara. Arriba. You know that place? That place is amazing.
Abarabara doesn't exist, so let's start from there.
Okay, it is not Abarabara. It's something. It's spelled A-R-R.
Arifana.
Nope. Arrábida.
Not so far.
I like that.
Arrábida, cold water, but
I like that place. But Algarve is like my top place to be.
Okay, so you like to travel here in Portugal a lot. You have already lots of Portuguese friends?
I got some friends.
Besides obviously the players?
I think I got some friends. I don't know if they're my friends, but I think we're friends. I think they
That's
like
sweet.
me. I think we like each other.
And did you try, so you were saying you like to go to Costa de Caparica. Do you like surfing or trying new things or?
I barely know how to swim.
Okay,
but I won't drown. I won't go too far out in the water. I'm not a go out too far kind of guy.
I don't know how to swim either, and
I just stay by the water. I just do my little dip, then I come back out.
dip.
Yeah, that's about it.
Then I'll have something in the towel.
Yeah. Just sit on the beach.
Yeah.
But I love the beach. The beach is nice.
Okay. What's your favorite Portuguese player? You
like in basketball?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Right now, I would have to say my favorite Portuguese player is Diogo Ventura, George Mbalo, Francisco Amiel, Claudio Fonseca.
You like them all?
I like them all. Pedro Catarina. Everybody on my team right there. All those guys are my favorite guys.
So how are you guys in the... como é que se diz agora balneário?
Locker room.
Thank you. How are you guys?
We're good. We're well. It's a different dynamic.
You prank each other.
I usually I come in with the jokes. I come in with the stuff. I keep it lively in there. I try to.
You bring the music.
Somebody else keeps the music. Somebody keeps the music.
Okay.
I bring the dance moves. I bring the outfit. Sometimes I come up in costumes and stuff like that.
Yeah, tell me what's your thing with wigs and like.
I just like to keep the people going. You know what I mean? Sometimes I wake up and I'm like, yo, what can I do today that's just gonna make them think like, oh, this guy's crazy. So
that's so.
A lot of times it's premeditated. So these outfits come through and I'm like, okay, this is like. Sometimes I go shopping and I'm like, yo, this one's because me and Francisco Amiel, we have a battle. So sometimes on game days, he comes in dressed up nice. I like to come in dressed up nice. So like we just, we battle it out some days. So
okay. So when you say nice, it's like we're going.
Oh yeah, you're going out. You're going to the discotheque.
Okay.
You are going out. You got to put your Sunday's best outfit on when it's time to play.
Right.
So we battle it out. And when I go shopping, sometimes I'm thinking about Amiel, how I'm gonna beat him out, which outfit to wear. I'll be weeks ahead. Like I'm trying to beat him out. So. Yeah.
And the wigs, it's just
that's just for flair. Thing. That's just to, a little spazazz and make them go, woo, That's what that's for.
And you like hats and something?
I like it all. I do it all.
Like, como é que se diz bengala agora? Tipo? Cane.
I need that. If I had one, you know what? That was actually part of my last outfit, but I didn't wear it. Shakira asked me to do that. I didn't want to do it,
Next time.
Yeah, next time.
When you feel it, right?
I was going to come up here in a robe, so, I was going to bring my sporting robe out here.
Yeah, because you didn't bring your sporting robe, because it's like your everyday.
I didn't know the dress code in here. I was going to bring my home straight to here. I didn't know it was this comfortable in here, so, like, I would have came prepared, I would have came prepared.
You like to do, to walk around in your house with a robe. You bring it out to the street.
Yeah, that's my baby. We wash it too. We wash it. So I want people to know that we wash the robe. The robe gets washed. But that's my thing. I love it.
And you like to share a lot of things. This is how we know it also on the Instagram.
Yeah, I let the people see my life a little bit, just to give them a little taste of it.
You're well connected on that with your with your fans.
Yeah, I gotta give them some connections, man. The fans keep me going, so they give me life when it comes to these, especially in a time like this where there's no fans at the gym, there's no fans at the game. Like it's like surprising to see that there's still like sometimes you're playing, you don't know that there's thousands of people watching you. So it's like when you come home, check your phone and you see all the love that you get, it's nice to see that people are still supporting you and stuff like that.
What's your opinion on Portuguese women? I mean, maybe some DMs, I don't know. Hey, he had to drink some water. More, please.
I think Portuguese women are beautiful. I love Portuguese women. I love women, period. I love people, period. I love everybody. Okay. So like I think it's I like the way they dress. I like the way Portuguese women dress. Mm-hmm. Some of them, but I like the. It's kind of exotic, It's like every day is like a fashion movie, almost like you could be going to the store, but she's still dressed up, and looking good. So I like that. I like that about them. Okay.
Do you like to go out at night, like nightclubs and stuff like that, or you're most like a home? I think now that this happened, I can't do nothing. But for the most part, I like to step out. I like to see the night scene. I like to consider myself one of those type of people. Do you like a quiet pub? Do you like a big disco? What's your kind of?
See, now I'm so sometimes at the quiet pub, that's where like the gyms are at. So sometimes you can go to the quiet pub and it's just a good vibe. Like wherever I go, I try to bring the vibe with me. So no matter who we're around, if it's a quiet pub, we're trying to bring it. We're trying to meet some people. We're trying to, interact. So
karaoke also?
Oh, karaoke. That's like that's like one of my passions right there. Outside of basketball, if I could do another thing, I'd just sit there and sing. And it's probably not going to be good. It's not going to be good. When I listen to it over, it's not that good. But in the moment, I feel it. I always feel it.
What are your songs? Because everybody has that song that they sing at karaoke.
Right now, my song is "Smooth Operator" by Sade. That's like my thing right now. I got that.
Bring it on.
I don't usually do this, but I got a little Smooth operator. It sounds a lot better right now. I don't usually sound this good.
Enjoy.
Smooth operator. She goes to something. She's like, coast to coast, then late to Chicago. Yeah, that's my. See, you know it. That's my stuff right there.
Nice.
That's my stuff. I learned that from my mom too. So.
Your mom?
Yeah, she be bumping. When I was younger, she used to bump Sade all the time. Like that was her favorite stuff. Smooth operator. I forgot the other one that I usually. Oh, this is no ordinary love. Oh yeah, no ordinary love. That's my favorite one too.
That's so cool. So, and do you have any superstition writings on the wall?
Superstitions.
Yes.
My superstitions are that I have no superstitions. So anytime I think that I'm about to be in a superstitious situation, I try to like cancel it out. Like, oh no.
Leave.
Sometimes like if I have a good game wearing a certain type of socks or tights or something, I'm like, oh, maybe I should wear those the next game so I can have a similar good game. But then I cancel it out and say, no, wear something different because you don't want to get into any superstitions. So I try to stay away from as much as possible.
Try to get free of things that you feel that can...
Put me in a box, I don't want that.
Okay, so let's talk about the letter you wrote to Kobe Bryant when you were a kid. What did it say?
Okay, so looking back on that, it's I'm trying to like put myself into that person that I was when I was 13. And like just thinking about like my situation at the time, I think I was like in 8th grade or something like that. And I think that was the same time like my father was being sentenced to like 27 years in prison. I believe maybe my mom, my brother, my mother and my brothers, they were probably doing their thing out in the street somewhere, you know what I mean? So I was staying at my grandma's house at the time. But like I think my mindset was just like as a kid, like Kobe was that guy that was just, we had to write to somebody. The project was to write a letter to somebody that like you admired or something like that. So I was like thinking to myself, 13-year-old, like playing basketball, not really good, looking at it, it's like, yo, Kobe was everything for everybody, you know? So writing that letter, I just like, I think that was my shot. Like I really believed like that was like, oh, this letter's going to get to Kobe and Kobe's about to see my story and he's going to change everything. So it was like almost like writing to your favorite superhero or writing to anything. And like, it was real passionate. It's truthful. You know what I mean? Like my brother, my dad was sentenced to 27 years. My brothers, they did like 7 years. Yeah. My mom was in jail at a certain time. There was like one point in time when like they were all in jail at the same time. And like I used to never really like look at it as like something that was like big. I was like on the defense, like, oh, my family's good. You know, I didn't really understand what was really going on at the time. But moving forward, like it was really like the best thing that could ever happen to me because it like hardened me. It made me like certain things don't even really touch me no more. You know what I mean? So I know that like going through those situations and seeing that type of stuff and even writing that letter was just like, you don't realize how impactful it could be looking now. Like Kobe's dead, RIP. But looking forward to now, that letter resurfacing, because it happened. Like my cousin randomly sent it to me. He must have found it or something. Like, so when that resurfaced, I'm like, damn, like I was really in a position where like I felt this and I really, so to look back on that, it's like, man, you know, there was some good times, you know. It was all worth it. It made sense how it was going.
And who's the most important person in your life? Your idol, the one that...
Right now, I would just have to say my mom. Yeah. Mom beats a lot of people. Mom's a survivor. Mom does a lot, you know, and it's just dope to see her battle, her struggles, her life, you know what I mean, outside of me being her kid. So like watching that is like, I think people get it mixed up sometimes. Like parents like were people before they were your parents. Yeah. So a lot of times you're thinking like all these expectations, like, oh, she's supposed to be the Lord, but like she's a person before she met you. Like you kind of messed her up. Like she knew somebody, like she was somebody before she met you. So
absolutely. Seeing
that, I'm just like, dude, I'm just so appreciative like of my mom, my family, things that people overcome. Because I know like how I handle situations and stuff, and I know if I'm handling things well, that other people don't necessarily handle well, and I think I got it all together. It's like, damn, like, okay, I feel for people, so it's just like.
And do you talk to them often?
Yeah, I talk to my mom probably every other day. Sometimes she be kind of, sometimes I ignore.
Sometimes you feel like, oh, I should have called, but I don't feel like to.
Yeah, sometimes it'd be like that. But then I'll just send a text message. Hey, Mom, I love you. Love you. Oh,
check.
Yeah, she was like, is everything going okay? Oh, everything's great. Gotta go.
Yeah, you have to.
The time difference has kind of messed things up. So
Yeah,
it's only like it's like
absolutely.
9 hours with Alaska. So
Yeah.
it's pretty cool though. It's not
Okay.
bad.
So tell me, how was your quarantine and how do you feel like these days are going to be lived
Quarantine was
for an athlete?
Quarantine was different. I didn't I guess like going into it, I was just like, this isn't real. This isn't gonna happen. Like, oh no, this is happening. And then
Yeah.
like you look up and you're a month and you've been quarantined. So I guess the most difficult part was trying to like keep track of like, you know, still keep like a focus on like there's more to do. You can still improve even though like life is kind of on hold. You can still get better at things and still do more. So I think that was my biggest thing, I guess, working out and trying to figure that type of stuff out. But as far as like how life is going to look towards the future, I just think it's like it's different. It's difficult. I think we're going to be able to pass through it.
Yeah.
I mean, we have no choice. So it's like there's just going to have to be new ways to kind of maneuver, and you have to just be it's like really on you nowadays, you know what I mean? Like you can't sometimes you got to work out at home and you got to figure out your own ways to become productive, and if your job's not open or something, you have to find new ways to make money, and so you got to just kind of like really push yourself to the next limit.
And are you worried about the times when you'll feel you're going to have your last dance?
Not really. Because basketball, for me, like it's interesting that like there's a lot of guys that like grew up loving the game crazy, you know what I mean? I feel like they like dedicated every second. There's every picture. And I think me and basketball's relationship is more like we just love each other on that type of level. It's not like I'm like gonna be like when that happens, when that time comes, when I have to like step away from basketball and stuff like that, it's gonna be because that time came, you know what I mean? Like there's gonna be another step, there's gonna be more elevation. So I just look at it as a chapter closing versus like, you know, something being very, you know, boo-hoo. Like, no, for me, it's like, clap it up. I don't have to hurt my body anymore. Like I can, you know, I can eat. So
yeah, because I've heard that you're like 300% there playing. People that take care of you, they said, oh, you're going to be with Travante. The guy, he's 300%. So
I try to be. And that comes from just like, you know, experiences and just not being that good when I was younger. Like, I wasn't that good. Like I was good. I was passionate. I worked hard, but like I wasn't the biggest athlete. I wasn't the strongest guy. My body was still, you know, I wasn't fully developed. So like going through high school, watching all my friends play high school basketball, be the stuff, be the man, you know, I knew everybody that was good. So like
now you're the man.
Yeah, so that was kind of the motivation, you know what I mean? It was never like I was the guy like this. So me and basketball just kind of really just got to know each other. Like our relationship just kicked off, you know, like we just got started. Like, so like the passion and stuff is kind of just, it's newly developed. Like this is all new to me.
So you don't have yet a plan for 10 years now?
10 years now, Travante Williams. 10 years now, I just look to hopefully be giving back. I think by that time, me and basketball were 10 years. What am I? Who knows how long I can play? 37, I don't know. I'm 27 now. But, you know, around that time, I'm just going to be looking to give back. I think that based on my connections and being well-connected, I could be able to, like, start somebody off. Maybe there's another basketball kid that's going to play. Like, I could be playing for 5 more years, and then he's going to play for the next 10, and he's going to be the one to, you know, I could be his mentor. I could be something like that. So I just think that there's just so many possibilities in, like, life. There's so many things that can happen. So I don't really know. 10 years from now, I just hope to be doing the same thing, you know, better than I'm doing it now. I hope to be doing it, you know.
Even better. We can always be better. So I told you in the beginning that I had a present for you, and I think that it's more like a challenge. Before it's a present, it's a gift for you. It's a challenge because, I'm
ready.
So, people, I'm going to challenge you for a mano right now. Do you know how this goes?
Nope, but I'm ready. Bring the game out.
Where's the ball?
Okay, I think I got it over here.
Can you see you guys there? Huh? So, I see one here. Tau.
Oh, so I got that.
Okay, and you have what, 9? Oh, almost. Now it's a 4. You're too slow, man.
Okay,
What
I see how
up?
we're
What
doing.
up?
See, yeah, don't mess with the wrong one.
Oh, man.
Don't mess with me. I told you I got this. Okay, here we go. Come on, Tony. Come on, Tony. Come on, Tony.
Almost.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh, come on, 0.
So it's.
Oh!
Okay.
I'm sorry.
It's all yours.
I tried to let you in. Appreciate you.
It's all yours.
Thank
for
you
you
so
to
much.
practice when you have any. You don't have time to go to the gym where
This
whatever
is how
the
I'm gonna get it right.
pandemic thing will put you back home, so you can try with your.
Muito obrigado.
great
Muito
friend.
obrigado.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.
Travante. See you next time.
Ciao, ciao.
All the best.
Oh, that was great. That was fun. These headphones put you in a whole different place, dude. I was like in a total different world. Oh,
Wait.
I was in a whole total different world. That was amazing.
Yeah, because we go like, it's here. All happening here.